Have you ever wondered what happens when a leader of an entire religion dies? The Pope has passed away, and now the world watches as a fascinating process unfolds. We'll reveal the centuries-old selection process. Welcome to Mystery Mindset. Subscribe now to join our community. Ready for today's video? Let's go. The passing of a pope is an event that shakes the entire world. It's not just a sad occasion for millions of Catholics around the globe. It's a moment that marks the beginning of an ancient and highly secretive process. The Vatican, an enclave of power and tradition, immediately begins its age-old procedures the moment the Pope dies. But what happens in those first few moments? First, the world is informed. But behind the curtains, the process begins with a highly coordinated ritual. The Cardinal Camerlengo steps forward and makes an announcement. The Pope is dead. It's done quietly and with immense respect. The Camerlengo will also ensure the Pope's personal seal is broken, symbolizing the end of an era. But it's not just ceremonial. The death of a Pope triggers the start of one of the most profound events in the Catholic Church, the Conclave. As the world holds its breath, the world's most powerful cardinals gather in the Vatican. These cardinals will vote in a secluded room known as the Sistine Chapel, where the air is thick with tension. But how do they choose the next pope? It's a matter of tradition, faith, and, above all, power. Every cardinal is a potential candidate, but there are whispers in the halls of the Vatican, speaking of who has the favor of the Church. In the aftermath of the Pope's death, some say there's an unspoken battle to determine who is fit to lead. During the conclave, the cardinals will cast their votes, but it's not just about who is most qualified. There's a deeper layer, the politics of the Church. Different factions within the Vatican hold varying ideas about how the Church should proceed. The secrecy of the conclave adds to the mystery. No one outside the room knows what happens, and the votes are counted under the watchful eye of the Sistine Chapel ceiling, with Michelangelo's frescoes, elaborate mural paintings that cover the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, depicting various biblical scenes and figures, silently overseeing the process. But the selection of a new pope isn't purely political or religious. There's something much more significant at play here, a decision that will affect the faith of millions worldwide. And it's done in such a way that the new pope is seen as chosen by divine intervention. As the voting continues, the cardinals are sequestered away, isolated from the outside world. Eventually, the votes narrow down, and when a candidate receives a majority, smoke will rise from the Sistine Chapel. A white smoke will signal to the world that the new pope has been chosen, but the election is only the beginning. The new pope will face the weight of a position that transcends any earthly title. As the world celebrates the new pope, there's a quiet reverence for the journey that's taken place behind closed doors. While the world now waits to see who will be the new pope, the selection process remains an intriguing blend of politics, tradition, and mystery, an enduring tradition that shapes the future of an institution that has survived centuries of change. The passing of the Pope marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another for the Catholic Church. As we witness this process unfold, we can't help but be captivated by the rituals that have remained unchanged for so long. It's a process that is both spiritual and deeply political, mysterious yet profound. What do you think about the secretive election of a new pope? How much of this process do you think is influenced by politics, and how much by faith? Let us know in the comments below. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of the Vatican, stay tuned as we continue to explore the secrets behind one of the most guarded institutions in the world. Thanks for watching. Want more? Subscribe now and be the first to know.